What's the best pair of running shoes to wear? Another one of the biggest questions that I get asked as a running coach. Hey, I'm Coach Lisa with the Running University, and I'm here to help you put the fun in your run. And having a good pair of shoes are definitely a way to make sure that your run is more comfortable and more fun. So I'm going to be a little bit biased. There's definitely things that I look for in a shoe, but I am biased because I am an ambassador for Ultra running shoes. So I'm going to talk about those right now and what I like about those shoes. So I'll share with you the models that I enjoy the most. There's quite a few of them. And one of the things that I recently read is one of the best things you could do is have more than one pair of shoe. I know that can get expensive, but it really helps to move your body in different shoes. So I actually at one point in time always have four pair of running shoes that I'm running in, two road, two trail. They're different shoes. And I also like to have a shoe that's a little more minimal. I'll explain that in a little bit. And those are usually for shorter distances, whether that's trail or road. So those are two different shoes. And then also, if I'm going on a longer run, then I want to have a little bit more cushion. So I will tend to have a different shoe for a longer run on road or trail. Again, I'm Lisa Pizzoni. I am an Ultra ambassador. I'm going to talk to you about Ultra shoes because they are my absolute favorite pair of shoes. It's all I've worn since I've been a runner, since I started running. And so I'm going to start out with my road shoes. And this right here is an Escalante, but I'm going to talk to you really about the things that I like the most from the Ultra running shoes. The major reason why I love Ultras is because they allow me to move my body as naturally as possible. Okay, so one of the first things that I love about the Ultra shoes is they have a wider toe box. We call that foot shape technology. And what happens is if you look at some running shoes, they come to a point like a pizza box, right? A triangle, and our feet are not triangles. Unfortunately, the shoe industry has really caused a lot more running injury issues for people because they've used the shoe to help mask all the problems, which is why people don't learn technique. So they use shoes to help them, but in the long run, that's not the best thing to do. So the foot shape technology allows us to have a wider toe box. Your feet are not crammed in. You can actually allow your toes to splay out the way that they're supposed to naturally. They also have the same your heel and your toe are basically at the same level. If you could see right here, the heel and the toe are same distance from the ground. Okay, so there's no heel lift because what happens is when you have a heel lift in your shoe, and you'll see this in the form of millimeters, it'll say, 5 millimeter heel lift. What's happening is now you're putting your foot in this position. That is not natural. Okay, and when you put your foot in this position, it's changing your entire body alignment. So again, this is why I like these shoes. So these are my Escalante Road short distance because they do have the less cushion. And then my road longer distance shoes, these are called the Torrens, and you can see here again they have they have a wide toe box there, even though here you could see the cushion difference, but if you were to look, my heel and my toe will be at the same spot. There's no heel lift in this shoe. So these right here are for my longer distance road shoes. And then trail shoes, again, is so hard for me to pick because I really love all the shoes that I've worn that have been Ultras. So I'll start with my most minimal. These are a little dirty. They've obviously hit the trail quite a few times. These are the Superiors. I'd say these are one of my favorite shoes. And they also allow your foot to move within. One of the principles with chi running is we don't push to get anywhere. All we're doing is lifting our foot, so we don't have to push. And so I never feel like I'm pushing myself out of my shoes. Everything just stays nice and in place. But these are the Superiors, again, shorter distance trail. And you can see here also they've got these great grips. This is one of the other things I love about the Ultra shoes. It doesn't have so much to do with the mobility of the shoe, but definitely from a trail perspective, these really help out with that. And the same thing goes with my other two pairs of trail shoes. These are the Lone Peaks. They're purple, my favorite color. And these, again, trail shoes, you can see the nice grip on here. So this, when you're out on the trail, it helps. And a little bit more cushion on these. So these would kind of be a medium cushion shoe for me. And then last but not least, the other shoe that I like to wear for real longer distances, and these are newer to me. Usually the Lone Peaks did it, but I tried these and I love these too. Every time I try a new model, I can't help it. These are called the Timps, and these here again have the most amount of cushion. And again, these all have the same qualities that I talked about at the beginning of why I really like these in a shoe. So there you have it. Those are my favorite ultra running shoes. Again, we definitely just look for certain things. And I guess another thing that I want to say about most of these ultra shoes is that they're very flexible. Your foot should be able to move naturally and not, obviously these right here have a little bit more cushion, but you can still see that I can actually a little bit of dust coming off of these. My foot moves with the shoe. They're not very stiff. If you grab your shoe and it's very stiff and can't move, you can't expect your foot to move naturally. And that's why I just love the ultra running shoes, is they help me with my chi running and they help me move as naturally as possible. Hey, on a totally weird side note, one of the things I love doing most is a video analysis, right? When you do a video analysis of your running technique, it really helps you see how your body's moving regardless of what shoes you have on. So if you look down in the description and you want to go ahead and put your name and email in there, at the end of every month, I raffle off a free video analysis. If you actually go look at the video here, you'll also get my latest video analysis that I did on myself.